Title: The Price of a Dream. Nobody in the village believed it when the letter came. Not even Chinedu himself. He had walked barefoot most of his life, studied under a flickering kerosene lamp, and borrowed textbooks that were already falling apart. Yet somehow, against all odds, he had been offered admission into a university in the United States with a partial scholarship. That word would become the first crack in his dream. The day he left Nigeria, his mother held his face and said, "No matter what happens, do not come back a failure." He smiled. He believed her words were blessings. He didn't know they were also a burden. America was nothing like the pictures. Yes, the buildings were tall. Yes, the roads were smooth. But life there had no mercy for the unprepared. Chinedu worked night shifts cleaning offices. It started with a warning. A group of students approached him after class, quiet, cold, and deliberate. "You're new," one of them said. "You need protection." Chinedu didn't understand at first. Protection from what? Then came the demands. Money, loyalty, silence. He refused. That was his second mistake. The first attack came without warning. A shove in a dark hallway, a blow to the back of his head. His books scattered across the floor like fallen dreams. He reported it. Nothing happened. The second attack was worse. They cornered him behind the dormitory. This time there were no words, only fists, boots, and anger. He lay there afterward, staring at the night sky, wondering if chasing a dream was supposed to feel like dying. Finally, the day came. Graduation. He wore his gown with pride, though no one from home could attend. As his name was called, he stepped forward not just as a graduate, but as a survivor. He had done it. Or so he thought. Life after school was supposed to be easier. It wasn't. Jobs were scarce. Bills were relentless. The same system that had welcomed him now seemed to ignore him. One morning, he was called into the office. Budget cuts, they said. Just like that, it was over. That night, he sat alone in his small apartment. No job, no family nearby, no one who truly knew his story. The battles he had fought, the pain he had endured, the nights he had cried silently, none of it seemed to matter anymore. Days turned into weeks, calls stopped, hope faded, and then silence. They found him 3 days later. Alone. Still. Gone. Back in the village, the news spread like wildfire. Chinedu is dead. The same people who once celebrated his departure now shook their heads in disbelief. How can someone go to America and still end like this? But they didn't know. They didn't see the nights he bled in silence. They didn't feel the weight of expectation that followed him across oceans.